Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Shiksha Prism. So we have started 11th class thermal properties of the matter, and that next topic is anomalous expansion. This is a special kind of the special behavior of the abnormal behavior of water. Generally, whenever we are heating some object material, it expands. As the temperature increases, it expands. But this water behaves differently. 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, instead of expanding, it is contracting. It is contracting. मतलब क्या contract होता है, expand नहीं होता है. क्यों होता है वो reason हम जानेंगे. ठीक है. So first of all, its definition is what? Water's abnormal behavior, that is 0 to 4 degrees Celsius contracts, beyond 4 degrees Celsius it expands, and that is called anomalous expansion. See what happens here. From 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, what happens? It contracts, means what? Volume decreases. Okay, volume decreases. Why it is decreases, we can see later on scientifically, internal structure. And above the 4 degrees Celsius, water behaves normally. It means it starts to expand. It starts to expand. So that graph we can show here. This graph predicts or explains its behavior. See, along x-axis we are taken temperature, and along y-axis volume, and here along x-axis temperature, and along y-axis density. See here. So this graph shows at 0 degrees Celsius, it's 0 means what? Ice point. 0 means what? It's an ice point. Its volume increases. Why it is increases? Why it is increases? Later on we can see atomic structure. Here, see, and at 4 degrees Celsius, Celsius, its density will be maximum. Its density will be maximum, and volume will be minimum. Okay. Okay, both are volume and density, both are inversely proportional to each other. Okay, so this point is minimum volume and at 4 degrees Celsius, and this point is maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. So why this happens, we can see here. Generally in water, the bond formation is hydrogen bond. Okay, the bond formation is hydrogen bond. So in liquid form, the structure is like this. Means what? It is loosely bonded. Okay, it is what happens, it is it means what, the structure, what happens, it is the structure of this one is random. No particular definite structure it is there. Okay, but when temperature increases, temperature increases above, what happens? So because of that reason, this converts into the in this is in liquid form, and this is in ice form. This bond is in ice state, and this bond is in liquid state. In liquid state, its density is more because their intermolecular distances is more. Okay, intermolecular distances is more. And but in the ice condition, what happens? The bond converts into the hexagonal form. When it forms hexagonal form in ice condition, this space will be empty. Because of that reason, ice density is less. Okay, so that's why it is floating on the water. It is floating on the water. Okay, this is a hydrogen bond. So in molecular way of explanation for this one, we can see here molecular reason is what? Hydrogen bond. I said already, water is having hydrogen bond. Okay, hydrogen bond means what? This in between this oxygen, hydrogen is there. That is why it is called hydrogen bond. Hydrogen is helping to bond formation between the molecules of the water. Okay, different molecules of the water. So what happens is here, water molecules, that is H2O, forms bonds with the neighbors. That bond is called hydrogen bond. Okay, that bond is a hydrogen bond, and creates loose bond in ice condition. Creates loose bond in ice condition. Bond for strength is very loose. Okay, very loose. at 4 degrees celsius, sorry, at 0 degrees celsius, it means ice condition, molecules forms a hexagonal lattice like this is called lattice. Okay, so this structure has large empty space. Empty space means what? Nothing is there, vacuum creates. Okay, so ice has lower density. Ice has lower density than water, so that's why it floats on the water. Why it is floating means like this, because of this reason. Okay, next, behavior. See, this is the reason, molecular reason. Next is what? Behavior. What happens? See here, when temperature increases from 0 degree to 4 degrees celsius, when ice melts completely, it melts. Okay, completely it melts. Hydrogen bonds starts breaking. What happens? This hydrogen bond is there, no, that starts to break. Molecules comes closer. Molecules comes closer like this. So volume decreases. Empty space reduces, volume decreases, and density increases. Understood? Okay. Then in that condition, what happens? Because of heat energy, the molecular kinetic energy will increases. It means it dominates. It dominates. Kinetic energy dominates. So molecules move apart. Normal expansion takes place. Okay. Now power is gone. That's why it's completed. Thanks. Okay.